When Elon Musk labeled Social Security a Ponzi scheme, it didn't exactly spark applause from everyone, especially among Democrats. The claim stirred up plenty of pushback, with critics rushing to defend the beloved program that supports millions of seniors. But one expert, James Agresti, president of the research group Just Facts, says Musk might actually be onto something. Sounds bold, right? Agresti, speaking to Fox News Digital, explained that Musk's assertion about Social Security being the world's biggest Ponzi scheme actually holds water. Here's why. A Ponzi scheme operates by using money from new investors to pay off old ones. It's a circular game of passing money around with no real growth, right? Well, Social Security functions the same way. Money workers pay into the system today doesn't go into an individual account to be saved for their future, as many Americans think. Instead, that cash is sent out immediately to current beneficiaries. Agresti is clear, the program isn't set up to save money, it redistributes it. Let's take a closer look at the trust fund, which everyone thinks is this big, growing pot of gold. Sadly, it's not. After nearly 90 years of operation, it's projected to cover just 2 years of benefits if things don't change. Agresti explains that this isn't the result of theft or mismanagement, it's simply how the system works. The trust fund collects surpluses when Social Security taxes come in higher than current benefits, but it can only do so much. Even with interest on those surpluses, it's clear that the system isn't sustainable in the long run. The bottom line, Social Security runs on a Ponzi-like model, and that's why Musk's comments aren't as far-fetched as some might think. But there's more to it. The issue of fraud has long plagued Social Security, with reports that deceased individuals, or even those well over 100 years old, remain on the rolls and continue receiving benefits. This is a real concern. For example, during the Obama administration, stimulus checks were sent out to tens of thousands of people who were, well, no longer alive. Agresti raised the point that fraud could be happening in real time with outdated data causing problems. And that's a big issue when we're talking about a program worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Now, Democrats argue that Musk's desire to slash benefits or workers from Social Security is an attack on the elderly. But Agresti says that's a misunderstanding. In fact, when Musk suggested cutting 10,000 workers in administrative roles, critics went wild. But Agresti argues that trimming administrative overhead would actually strengthen the program financially. Social Security's current administrative budget stands at a hefty $6.7 billion a year, enough to fund over 300,000 retirees. By cutting that fat, the system could save billions. So, what's the bottom line? While the Democrats rush to defend Social Security as a vital safety net, experts like Agresti are challenging the system's sustainability. Maybe Musk's words are a wake-up call, not just for cuts, but for a serious reevaluation of how we approach social safety nets in America. It's a conversation we can't afford to ignore.